Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Abby Smith. The Electoral Commission has received official essays arguing for and against the Indigenous voice and will publish them online today. The two documents will be printed as a pamphlet and sent to all households ahead of the referendum. The No case warns of legal risk, division and a lack of detail, while voice supporters say they're focusing on a simple, hopeful message. Some light at the end of the tunnel for those with Alzheimer's disease. An international trial of a new drug has shown it can potentially slow the disease in up to 35% of patients in the early stages. Professor Blossom Stephen from Dementia Australia says while it's not a cure, it will make a difference.
We know that individuals who show clinical symptoms of Alzheimer's disease typically show amyloid disposition in the brain. This treatment is really focusing on the early stages of the disease around amyloid.
Psychologists are warning ADHD assessments are being rushed online, increasing the risk of a misdiagnosis. Telehealth appointments are using an online questionnaire to determine a diagnosis, with a significant increase in cases reported last year. Experts are raising concerns with ADHD presenting the same symptoms as several other mental health disorders. Overseas, Moscow has come under fire for pulling out of a grain deal with Ukraine. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says the move will strike a blow to people in need everywhere.
Hundreds of millions of people face hunger and consumers are confronting a global cost of living crisis, and they will pay the price.
Back home, low-cost airline Bonza has stopped taking bookings beyond October as they look to rework their schedule. From next month, the US-owned airline won't allow travellers to book flights until at least March next year, as they cut 27 routes and 17 destinations due to poor demand. And a first-generation iPhone has sold at auction for more than $190,000. The 4GB model was sold unopened in its box and is considered the holy grail by iPhone collectors. It sold for nearly 400 times its original price. Entertainment and sport next. The Matildas are preparing to kick off their FIFA World Cup campaign with a clash against Ireland on Thursday. 80,000 fans are expected to pack out Accor Stadium in Sydney to watch. Veteran Alana Kennedy says it's amazing to see so much support.
To sit back and soak all that up and then obviously play in front of 50,000 on Friday night and now, break the record by another 30,000 the following week is just mind-blowing for us.
Former Suns coach Stewie Dew could have a new job already. He's been spotted with the Australian cricket team as they gear up for the 4th Ashes test. Dew was snapped in team gear at Old Trafford in Manchester. In the NRL, South Sydney centre Campbell Graham will remain at the club for at least another 3 years. He signed a contract extension until the end of the 2027 season. And in tennis, Wimbledon champion Marketa Vondrousova has cracked the top 10 in the world rankings. Her win at the grass court tournament saw her ranking rise 32 spots to 10, while Iga Swiatek remains world number 1. In entertainment, after being spotted in the crowd at Wimbledon yesterday, there's reports Ariana Grande's marriage is over. TMZ say Ariana and Dalton Gomez have been separated since January, but did try to reconcile a few months ago, but failed. The defence team for Kevin Spacey has brought in the big guns, with Elton John testifying in support of the actor. Elton has appeared in court in London via video link in Spacey's trial for sexual assault. He gave evidence discrediting a man who's claiming he was abused by the actor in the early 2000s. And Camilla has celebrated her first birthday as Queen, her 76th birthday marked with a 41-gun salute in London, while the King and the Prince and Princess of Wales posted birthday tributes on social media. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.